I wanted to make a quick video that I'm actually going to delete in a couple days. So I'm using a cheaper camera and I have maybe some ambient noise. That's okay. I just want to communicate this with you, let you know what's going on. Um, First, I want to, on one hand, apologize that, you will not have a regular land experience with me as your teacher for this class. And you didn't necessarily sign up for that, and I understand that. And I want to give you a full explanation as to what happened. Now, having quickly said that, I want to also say that I'm going to be hanging around Wayne campus on Fridays starting from 9:15 probably until noon. I'll just be working. I'll find a nice place somewhere open in the B wing or the C wing, maybe even our classroom if there's not another class coming in, so that you can meet with me face to face if you need to, just about on any week. I might even stay into the afternoon. I'm going to try to accommodate you on your different schedules. And that's going to be on Fridays from 9:15 onward. So if you want to meet with me face to face on a Friday, please email me, text me, whatever. You still have my phone number so that I can be sure to be there and we can meet up. If there is a situation where you really need to talk to me, you feel that you need to talk to me, I'm not going to question that. If you feel you need to talk to me, I'm going to make myself available, even if that means I have to drive in on a Monday or on a Wednesday. So if for some reason you just can't meet with me on a Friday ever, that's just not a possibility, then I can probably come in once or twice over the next 8 weeks on a Monday or Wednesday to talk with you. So I definitely want to meet you halfway with that. Now, I also want to strongly encourage you to communicate with me if you feel you need to via my phone. Just a phone call. Or we can do a Zoom meeting together, just like you're watching my video live. You talk to me, I talk to you. All right, and that could also give you some real-time information and help you just to express what you need to express, ask the right questions, the follow-up questions, and that sort of thing. That doesn't happen so naturally on email. I mean, it can still happen on email, but it might take a couple hours for that to unroll as we send the email, walk away, check it 30 minutes later, write something, walk away. You know what I mean? So I'm very open to a phone call with you, and I think that's actually a great solution. Now, you might not be very comfortable with that, or you might have a little bit of hesitancy for whatever reason to do a Zoom meeting, but I would encourage you to just embrace it as a challenge and use it. Use the device. Get used to talking on the phone. Get used to doing Zoom meetings with strangers, with your boss, with your coworker, because that's going to be part of your life. As a society that's technologically driven this way, there's no way around it. You're going to have to develop those skills. So don't let any sort of anything stop you from making a phone call to me if you need to. My phone may not recognize you, so send me a text first, or if you just want to call and take a chance, because if I see it's a local number and it doesn't say scam possible or whatever, I usually answer. But if I don't answer, just leave me a message with your number and name, and I'll call you back as soon as I can. So probably not immediate, but hopefully within that day, and we could talk. So, I definitely want to provide those sorts of communication moments with you, for you. Now, what happened is I had, I teach at Kent, I teach at Tri-C or Cuyahoga Community College, Tri-C, and then I teach at University of Akron. And because this is how I make my living, I have to teach as many classes as I possibly can. All right, and what you don't ever want to do as an adjunct is accept a class from a certain school and then accept another class that overlaps, because you can't be in two places at once. I mean, so someone's going to get burned. And so I had 3 classes at Kent, and one of those classes was listed as having 0 students. I could see this as I logged into my account on Kent, and as I went to my faculty portal and that sort of thing. I could see I had one class that had 0 students. So it was during the same time as our class. I knew I could manage it, and so I went ahead and I engaged with Akron to teach this class. Well, lo and behold, the day before Kent classes started, which is around the 25th of August, I checked it on that day and it was populated. The class had 19 students in it. And it was a land class. And I was stunned because you don't ever expect a class to run if it has 0 students. And how would I know that at the very last minute that we're going to dump 19 students in there? So at that point, I tried to talk to the coordinators at Kent. I talked to the English department head. I talked to the exploratory advisor that was involved with the situation, and I talked with the adjunct administrator, 4 people. And I pleaded with them to allow me to do that class as an online class for the first 8 weeks of the semester, which would give us time to meet. And I explained my situation. I explained why I thought they needed to do it, and they would not. They played hardball with me, and they just would not budge. And they actually threatened to take away 2 classes from me, which would have been $6,600 that I would have lost. They wanted me there in the class physically, and I mean, given the year we've come off, right? I mean, people are getting used to online classes. It's not the majority of students that are going to complain about this. So, I asked them how many people are complaining about this, because I had alerted my students to this, right? And not a single one of them wrote me an email or called me or texted me saying I have a problem with that. And the personnel at Kent would not give me that information. They said, we can't tell you. And so, well, that means 1, 2, out of 40 students, 38 students, only 2. I can deal with that. I can set up a private meeting on Saturday, on Wednesday, whatever, No, they wouldn't tell me. And they were very concerned about the potential that some parents would call in to complain that they had helped their son or daughter sign up for a class that was online, that was land, and all of a sudden the class is online for half of the semester. So I lost that argument, if you will. I didn't get them to see what I needed them to see. So the choice at that point was, well, do I just back out of Akron, because that's going to really be a very hard thing to do to the coordinator at Akron, and it's going to be a hard thing to do to you all. So I asked the coordinator, Katie Stoynoff, and if I could teach this online, and she graciously said yes. She contacted someone at Wayne, and they said, let's work with the guy, let's help him, and that made me feel very good because I feel respected, and so that was a big plus for Akron. Thank you, Akron. And thank you, because now you have to deal with this, and you're sort of an innocent, I don't know, participant. So it means a lot to me because this is my income and I can keep the class, but I'm going to teach it online now. So I want you to hear me. I want you to try to get a sense of knowing me. That's what these videos are for, and I'll be sending more. And then again, Fridays meetings, if you can come in on Fridays from 9:15 on. And again, if you are coming in, just let me know and I'll tell you where I am. Text me and I'll text back and say, here I am. But I'm going to make this class very doable as an online class. Okay. This is my first time teaching it, so I'm still feeling my way through as far as what I think needs to be done and that sort of thing. But I don't want to overwork you. I don't want to entertain the notion that we can learn all the textbook. By no means. I think, in fact, we're probably going to work our way through maybe 6 or 7 chapters. We'll do 1 or 2, and then you can pick the chapters you think that best help you, and you'll write maybe a summary report or something like that. You need to do your narrative reading. I'm very interested in that. You need to work on your overall lifelong literacy skills, and you'll find that you improve as a thinker and as a student right now, but also as a career person dealing with letters, memos, emails, all that. You're going to get better if you just consistently read. Trust me on that. I really believe that. But I'm going to make sure that this class is fair and extremely doable for you. And it's not going to overwhelm you. It's not going to be overly complicated because, again, I know we lose something in translation as we work through the digital platforms, right? So, but also, you know, my promise to you is if you put the work into it and if you really want to succeed in this class, I'm going to help you earn an A, okay, if that's what you want. And we'll make sure your grades are there. If that means extra credit work, all sorts of things, I want that to be your experience. So that's kind of what happened. And thankfully, I didn't lose any classes because right now money for me is extremely tight. I'm going through some things that my I I need every class I can get, and um, so I'm thankful to still be your teacher. And I want to also let you know though that I owe you, a debt. I feel that you are doing me a favor, right? Because you're willing to do this class online. So thank you very much. Again, feel free to text me. Feel free to call me. I would like to get to know you. Why not? I mean, and let's get to the point where maybe after this class you can put me on your resume. You're going to need references. You're going to need people that can give you their address and their phone number and put me on your resume, and I can vouch for you as you try to find a better job or something, or an application for a scholarship or something. I'd love to do that. So, let's move forward, and don't be shy. Don't hesitate to reach out, and just check your email regularly and then work through those work folders. And if for some reason you can't submit it through Brightspace, just send it to me as an email. I'll keep track of it. I'll make sure you get a good grade. Okay, if you're doing decent work, you're going to get a good grade. So thank you so much for working with me. Obviously, I'm not coming in tomorrow, Thursday. You might be watching this video on Thursday, so today or whatever. But I will be there on Fridays, and I look forward to talking with you if you want to come in. And then I also just look forward to continuing being your teacher on an online venue. Thanks for watching.